So the other day, my wife was driving our 1999 Jeep Cherokee, and she said she couldn't get the back hatch open. So I confirmed it with my daughter, who normally drives this Jeep Cherokee. And as you can probably see in the video, she's outfitted it with some of her own stickers. So I finally got around to working on this today before it got dark. And I thought perhaps the lock was not engaging or disengaging properly, but I could definitely feel that it was the handle was loose whenever I would lock or unlock manually the hatch lock. So I tried the automatic lock. Didn't make any difference. You know, I would expect the mechanical one to work over the electrical one. But I got lucky. It popped open, but I noticed this screw that holds the locking mechanism down in place, kind of sticking out, and I thought, wow, I got really lucky, and this is going to be a real short video. So got the fancy-dancy, what do you call those things? Bastard sockets. The ones that are, what do you call them? The star sockets. Anyway, tightened it up, got it all in, and closed it. And no go. So disappointed and happy at the same time. Happy because the fix was going to be a little more complex and perhaps help a few people out with fixing the problem. I did find that if you press, at least on this one, if you press on the hatch, it would open up every time. So that was kind of the trick, is pressing in on the hatch. Like maybe it was... I don't know. I kind of equated it to like putting a penny on a door in a door jamb that would keep the person inside from getting in because of that slight pressure from the penny holding the door closed. Anyway, I was able to get it out and get it open, and I started taking out all the screws to get this back panel off, which I'm really happy I was able to get the hatch open. Makes this job a lot easier. Had to get the little star sockets again to get this handle out, and this thing loosens up over time, I guess, from just the normal jarring of driving the vehicle. So I actually had to tighten this up shortly after us getting this 99 a couple of years ago. So I figured this thing just was in there with I don't know what you call them, the little body panels that go into holes. I always hate pulling these things out because I'm afraid I'm going to break something. And I guess I have broken some of those little plastic panels or little plastic connectors that pop in. But not this time. I was cautious enough where they all came out and didn't break anything. Hard part is trying to figure out where they are. You can kind of tell when you start pulling down where they're located, and this kind of by trial and error. I know that you go every foot or so and you'll find one, and there you can see them. It's always a surprise whenever it comes down. You're happy it's out, but oh my God, there it is, so that came out okay. So we'll just lay it over here next to the Jeep. Find that for later. So took a look at the lock. This is the first time, the latch. This is the first time I've ever seen one of these, and first time I've ever had a problem like this. So I had to do a quick inventory and see how the thing works. And if you've been in the door where the latches and the power locks are, this will look familiar with the little plastic clip. And one plastic clip, the one I'm working on there, goes on that screw type looking rod that actually controls the latch. And again, I'm just kind of going over this, looking to see how it goes together. And it's pretty easily adjustable. You just pop it out of that clip, and I figured I would make it go a little further up so that it would require less pressure to actuate the lock. And I just popped it back in. Again, it's like a long piece of like a long screw, and it just clips on there. It's amazing how well those things work. And sure enough, That took care of the problem. I guess you could call that dumb luck. So I did quite a bit more testing with the locks and so on and so forth, and I did find that we do have a weak power lock in the back. But as far as getting it to open and close and using the mechanical lock, it worked just fine. So I'll be pulling this panel off here in the future whenever I get a replacement power lock actuator to go in there. And it was really easy to get to. I didn't show it in this video, but it's just right there next to the latching mechanism. So I'll have to take this panel off again, this plastic panel off, to get to it. But there's 2 bolts that hold it in place, and it looks a lot like the aftermarket actuators that you can get for vehicles that didn't come with power locks. Who knows? I might cheap out and just get a generic one. Nah, I'll get the Chrysler replacement. Or at least one that's specifically made for the Jeep Cherokee. So, reverse procedure, put the screws back in, and anything that doesn't look like it's popped back into place, pop it back into place. So really, that's it in a nutshell. There wasn't anything that I had to buy, anything I had to do, except I guess spend about 30 minutes going through this and getting it all put back together. So all in all, pretty happy with the outcome, and the girls and the wife ought to be pretty happy with it too. Thanks for watching. Hope it helps somebody. Let me know how yours turns out.